We have an epidemic of hair loss in our community, and locks are not excluded. Peace family, it's Jocelyn Renee, your digital loctician, here with another video. Right now, before we get into today's topic, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button so you don't miss what's coming next. And you have an exclusive invitation in the description box to join my digital text club. It allows us just to stay connected beyond social media. So definitely hit subscribe, join the digital text club, and can I ask you to like the video if you learned something new? In today's video, we're going to be talking about hair loss, losing locks, thinning locks, and it might be something that maybe you've experienced or you know someone who's experienced hair loss, thinning, locks breaking off. And what's crazy to me is that when you come online and you search like, why are locks breaking? Why do locks thin? You will hear or you will read people telling you that, oh, it's normal. Your locks should thin, your locks should break off as they get older. It's totally normal. What I'm telling you is that just because something is common does not make it normal. And it's crazy because my mom used to say to me, if everybody goes and jumps off the bridge, are you going to jump off the bridge too? And I'm like, here everybody go jumping off the bridge because everybody else jumping off the bridge. It is not normal. It is not true that your locks should just fall out because they've gotten older. That is not true. Do not believe that misconception, lie, whatever. I don't even know. It's not true. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about hair loss with locks, some of the reasons locks thin out. I've linked in the description box an article that I wrote about the 9 common reasons why locks thin. I'm only going to touch on a few in this video, but if you want more information or details about thinning, definitely make sure you check out that article down below in the description, okay? And real quick, I have a question to ask you. If you've ever joined our live lock lessons on Thursdays, you know that I love like the communication. It is not a one-way thing. You're not just consuming this video, watching this video. We're connecting, okay? At least I like to think so. It makes me feel better when I'm talking to the camera that there's really somebody on the other side willing to connect with me. So I want to ask you, promise is relevant, I'm gonna make it all make sense, but in the comments section right below this video, you can keep listening, but down below, just share how often do you exercise on a scale of 1 to 5. So 1 being not at all, 5 being every day, or do you fall somewhere in the middle? Just post your number in the comment section, okay? How often do you exercise per week? For real, like in the comments, go ahead, type it, just push a number, it's okay. Just share on a scale of 1 to 5. This is a safe space, no judgment. The reason why I asked this, okay, and hopefully you've shared your response down below already, is because it impacts your locks so much. And one of the most common reasons for this, again, it's not normal, but it is common, for locks thinning and breaking off is stress. And stress manifests in the body, in the hair, and a lot of people just don't even know it. They don't even know that they are stressed. And when the body is telling you I'm stressed or something's going on, a lot of times people ignore it. I ask you all, how often are you exercising? Or a better way to think of it is, how often are you moving your body? Like consistently for like 30 minutes or so, like mindful movement. How often are you doing that? Because that is one way that you can alleviate stress. Of course, check with your medical provider, doctor, what have you, but and from my experience and with the knowledge that I have, mindful movement, moving the body for at least 30 minutes a day has been known to lower stress. And just because you may not in the moment feel stress, Stress can be manifesting in your body by way or like your hair thinning, like it falling out. Another real common reason why locks thin or break off is just genetics. Maybe hereditarily, pretty sure that's the word, within your family, there is hair loss. And typically they say this hair loss is carried down the maternal lineage. So if you look to your mom, you can see, okay, what is my likelihood of my hair thinning? But here's the thing, especially within our community. So many people wear wigs and weaves maybe their whole life, and you don't know, maybe you've never seen your mom's hair. I know, I feel like I was astonished when I saw my great grandmother's hair for the first time, and I was like, oh my gosh, like my entire life, I thought her hair was black, thick, and like luscious. One time I walked into her bathroom and it was sitting on a stand, and I was, what is happening here? What like, it blew my mind. So I just say all that to say, you might have to have a tough conversation, okay? The other reason why locks thin is tension. Tension from styling, wearing styles back to back over and over, having a loctician who has a stylistic approach to hair locking, who is not so much concerned with how tight it is or what your hair can withstand. Over time, you can start to experience thinning. Your parts kind of turn to separate and move apart. That is another really common thing, but again, not normal. Okay? The fourth way or reason why locks thin could be medication, some medication that you're on, which is a catch-22 because a lot of times people are on medications because of that first reason, because of the stress. So it can be like a cyclical, like, okay, I'm stressed, I take medication, I'm less stressed, but then my hair, like, it's just back and forth. We're not gonna get into all that, but medication can be a reason why your hair is thinning or falling out. And the last reason that I wanna share today, because I have so much more that I want to get into with this particular topic, is the diet. The food out here, y'all, at least in the US, trash, okay? There's so many genetically modified foods. There's a lack of nutrients in our soil. Like, there's so much at play and at stake. And if you're not really into food or really want to know, right? Sometimes ignorance is bliss. But that food, all of the sugar that is consumed in your diet and in the food, impacts your hair. 100%. I say these things, or I list these 5 reasons why locks thin to get you thinking about how you can prioritize your wellness, whether it's around stress, tough conversations with genetics, tension, medication, diet. And if just hearing these reasons don't make you like, scratch your head a little bit, I want to share a story with you. I had a guest in the salon, and they came to me with the entirety of the back of their hair, all of their locks gone. Like, there was literally loose hair there. And even that loose hair was shedding rapidly, like just kept coming out. And they had mentioned they had tried, the common solution everyone says, oh, do biotin. They had tried biotin. They had tried hair vitamins. They had been massaging it. They had been using the growth oils. Y'all know why I do this. And still, nothing was working. Okay, they came, and this is a consultation, right? So they're coming in for consultations, which you should always have. if you're going to a new loctician. Looking at their hair, I was like, you need to go to a doctor and you need to get blood work ASAP. Okay, y'all, I say this all the time. I'm going to reiterate it for the new people. Hopefully if you're new, you've hit the subscribe button. Time equals hair follicles. Okay, so if you're experiencing some hair loss, you self-diagnosing or you going on this place and that place to try to get solutions from other people who, again, think hair loss, just because it's common, it's normal, it's okay, put this oil in your hair, you're wasting time. And the worst case scenario is that your hair follicles can scar, no hair will grow back. Luckily, they were not in this predicament. I was grateful that they went to a doctor, holistic doctor, might I add, to get their blood work done. Guess what they found? Guess what they found? You'll never guess. I'm gonna give you a second in the comments. Guess what they found? Guess why their body was not retaining hair and shedding their hair, like literally had let all of their locks go in the back. Guess. In the comments, guess. This was triggered by a parasitic infection. Parasites. They are around us. They are in the food. Okay? When you have an environment in your body that is conducive to them surviving, they will take over. I was grateful that they were able to get on a regimen to let go of the parasites. And guess what? Hair came back. Hair is flourishing, okay? Flourishing. When I tell you it was like this short, and then within months it was like, got a whole locks reattached, we back in business, everything. So I say this, I share this story with you to remind you to listen to your body. Don't ignore your body. There are signs that your body gives to let you know, hey, oh dang, we were supposed to work on this. Hey, don't ignore me. Heal me, shift, change. So my second ask of you is, what are you willing to sacrifice for your wellness? What are you willing to sacrifice, like let go, for your wellness? Is it candy? Is it bread? Are you willing to sacrifice time on the couch and trade it for walking? Are you willing to let go of your favorite TV show to read a book? Reading helps to relax the mind, helps lower stress. Is it social media? What are you willing to sacrifice for your wellness? You can pop it in the chat if you want some accountability, right? Put it out there. It's not just a thought. Now it's a goal because you wrote it down. Put it out there. Last thing, okay? And I'm proud of you for making it this far. I challenge you to share this video with a friend that you want to be well. They don't have to have locks, because honestly, this topic is universal. There's an epidemic of hair loss because of those reasons that I mentioned that, again, don't just apply to locks, but in this context, I'm speaking about them for locks, okay? So share this video with a friend. And as always, I'm wishing you peace, love, and good vibes.